Hello, everyone. I've got a piece of Tim history to share with you today, and it is the Showtime Guide. I have all the episodes here, or the monthly things here from July of 84 up through April of 87. A one TV channel TV guide kind of a thing. Now, let me tell you the whole story of this, how it began and when it happened and how it all came about. If you were born in the year around 1980 or newer, you have no idea what I'm talking about for this episode. So, for our story, we go back to the year 1981. I'm going to school with all the other kids, and the new word is out. Hey, did you hear? We're getting cable TV in our area. We can get cable TV channels now. And this is a big thing back then. Cable TV, not just an antenna anymore. You can have more than a few channels. You can have TV without all the static and stuff on the screen. That's incredible. Oh man. So of course you go right home. Mom, Dad, guess what? We can get cable TV now. Now, in the Tim house, it wasn't quite that easy. Because Dad went to work, Mom took care of the house. Me and brother and sister, we did whatever we did. There was enough money to take care of the house and do some things and pay the bills and all that. But when it came to extra fancy expenses, you kind of had to watch it. So it took me and my brother a year to convince my parents, yes, we need to get cable TV. And it was about September of 82. I was coming home from school every day, and we knew when that third line is going across the street from the phone pole to the house, that's when we have cable TV. Yeah, one line for power, one line for telephone, and a third one for the coax cable for the cable TV. And every day I'd come home, I'd be walking up the street looking for that third line. And one day it was there, and we had cable TV. Oh boy. And the deal my parents gave us for this, you could have premium channels. You could have HBO, Showtime, or Cinemax. And they said you can have one. One. Okay, well, we picked Showtime, not knowing how anyone was any better or worse than the other. Okay, we'll get Showtime, whatever. And part of getting Showtime was you got the Showtime guide every month. This is a 16-page, like the TV guide. It would show you what was on that month each day for only that channel. Let me open this up. It would show you a list here. Here's the different categories of shows and what's going to be playing that month. This is the February 1986. And way back in the 80s, you would go see a movie in a theater and you would wait 2 years to be able to rent it on VHS or see it on TV. It was that delayed. So anyhow, here's your example. The Empire Strikes Back. And here's the description and all the things. It will play on these days. And then you look at your days, and it will play at this time on that day. And that's when you had to watch it. There was no DVRing it. If you had a programmable VCR, you could program it to record it. I don't think they even existed back then. You had to be at home and press the record button to record it if you wanted to record it. And so that was the thing for a long time. Here's February 86, Empire Strikes Back came out. May 1985, Amadeus. Let's see here. July 86, Beverly Hills Cop. And what is this one here? October, I think, 86. So this is one. This is one show. I don't know why I ever even watched it. The Paper Chase. Some John Houseman was some old crabby law school professor. I don't know why I ever watched that show. I didn't watch it that hard, but I kind of watched it when it was on. I don't know why. Some kids in law school, whatever. And John Houseman there. There is a vast difference between being a student and in being a lawyer. Some old crabby old law school professor, whatever. But anyhow, that was the thing. And every single month when I would come home from school and the new Showtime guide was there, it was like Steve Martin's movie The Jerk. You ever the scene? The new phone book's here. The new phone book's here. Well, that was me. The new Showtime guide's here. The new Showtime guide's here. And things like when this Beverly Hills Cop came out, Showtime tried to get all creative and like modify the Pointer Sister song. We make excitement, Showtime excitement, whatever. And there were other channels that were on all the time. The main one I think was called Video Jukebox, and it was like local announcements. Like a bar would go across the top of the screen and a bar across the bottom with the time and the temperature and the weather coming up. And in the middle of the screen was all like local announcements of things happening in your area. And so they played that Total Eclipse of the Heart song a lot on that channel. I didn't ask for it specifically, but it seemed like whenever I was watching it, it was going to be playing at some point in that 10 or 20 or 30 minutes. And so every month I'd come home and say, hey, yeah, we got what's in the Showtime guide this month. And we got these new shows coming on. And they tried to figure out, okay, well, when is this show coming on? And hey, Mom, can I stay up and watch this show? It's coming on at 10:30 tonight on a Thursday. It's a school night. You ain't staying up past your bedtime. You couldn't even stay up to, press the record button on the VCR. No, you got to be in bed at 10 o'clock, whatever. Oh, I was the oldest of the three, and I got all the rules put on me, So, but anyhow, I think I don't know why I ever saved them. It was because that's why I saved them. And I would look at them all and I'd read them all. I'd get them when I came home from school that day and the new Showtime guy was there. Oh, that was me for 20 minutes or so. I'd sit down and I would read this thing cover to cover, everything that was going to be on that month. And okay, what shows are going to be on? What's this? And, oh yeah, this is great. Whatever. Oh, whatever. That was the thing to do, when you're in your teens and living in some kind of small town there, and not much is going on, and this is your main source of excitement. So, oh boy. So anyhow, nowadays is a lot easier. You don't have to do anywhere this kind of stuff to see what's going to be on TV. I'm trying to find another episode here for you to look at for a moment. I don't know. I should have planned this out a little better. Anyhow, yeah, the Showtime guide. That was the thing. And back then, here's one. Charles Bronson, Death Wish 3. Yeah, that came out. When was that? October 86. And of course, I'd get it, and I'd read it, and I'd look at everything, and of course, we had to figure out, if I wanted to watch a movie or somebody wanted to watch a movie, and it's on this date at this time, and and somebody else wanted to watch something else on a different channel. Yeah, but it's only going to be on here, and it's not going to be on again for 8 more days, and it's going to be at a different time of day, and it's past my bedtime, and it's a school night, and so, yeah, we had one TV in the house too, and that was, you had to do some negotiations to figure out who was going to watch what when. So, anyhow, that's my story for today. A little piece of Americana history, the Showtime guide. It was a big thing back then. Nowadays, you wouldn't think anything of it. But back then, like, wow, okay. Now, you might be asking yourself, Tim, why have you saved some TV guides from, I even hate to say the number, close to 40 years ago? I don't know. Why did I do anything? Why do you save anything when you're little kids? That was just the thing. I'm gonna keep it, and maybe I'll need it. Maybe I'll need to know next month what was on last month, at what day and what time. Someone might ask me that question someday. Well, anyhow, that's my episode for today, the Showtime guide, and I think back to how things were back then and what was considered a big deal, having one premium cable channel to watch on TV. And now, once we did have cable TV in the house, I say, see, Dad, now, see, you got more channels. You can watch with all the static and the antenna getting blown around in a rainstorm. Is it better now? They go, yeah. He admitted, yeah, it was better. It was okay. It was a good idea. It was an extra cost, but yeah, he was okay with it once we had it. But getting my parents to get it in the first place, that was the real work. Me and my brother took us a better part of a year. I say, yeah, well, they have it, they have it, they have it. We didn't really understand the concept of money and bills back then. It was like, okay, get it. Bart Simpson, thanks there, Bart Simpson. I think I detect the sarcasm in your responses there, but anyhow, yeah, thanks for typing something. Okay, well, anyhow, that's all for my episode for today. A little piece of history. So that's all for now, and we'll see. Well, you'll see me in the next episode. Oh, and I remember to say it too. The like, comment, and subscribe, please. Thank you very much. All right, and broadcast. Hold it up again for you here. Whoa. The Showtime guide. Yay.